I realize there's never going to be a perfect time to do this, so I'm going to do this out in the parking lot on my orange Jeep here, and with my ShirtNerdXL Embrace Chaos shirt on, and my Colorado hat. Anyway, whatever. So I'm George Featherstone, and a little introduction to myself. My personal website's devcabin.com, also of ShirtNerdXL.com, and various other minor ventures. I started back in 2007. I was working a night shift at a call center, and I was making hemp jewelry, kind you make back in high school, and people started liking it, and I actually started selling it to people that I were working with, my coworkers. And so I thought, well, I'll make a website and become the next internet millionaire. And so I made it, and I actually didn't sell anything for a solid year. I started in October and went all the way through to the next October, and I had one sale, and it just burned me up. And so I was spending the whole, the last 6 months of the year wondering why no one had come to my site. So I was trying to learn. I was learning about SEO at that point. Well, also during that time, friends had learned that I had made myself a website. So they were knocking at the door, oh, you can make websites, please make me a website. So I was using Yahoo Site Builder, which isn't around anymore. But I didn't actually know how to code, but it did not take long for me to want to do things with my site that Yahoo Site Builder couldn't do. So I started immediately learning how to code right away. And then, come a year in and having no sales, that need for SEO became urgent and apparent as well. So I started learning that along with my coding skills. So from there, I started focusing on my local SEO to try to be the SEO guy in my area, and I started ranking really high for it. And that's how I got my first agency job in 2012. So I had my first agency job from 2012 to about 2015, and I went remote for an agency up in Sioux Falls and South Dakota. Great food up there, by the way, fantastic. If you ever get the chance to go to Sioux Falls, food alone is worth the trip. Went remote before the world did in 2020, so I was quite used to working remote by the time the world had to get used to Zoom. But so also wanted to mention I started an agency with my buddy Jim Huffman back in 2017. We started Growth Hit back when he was still living in New York. I was there with him whenever he moved to Seattle, and that's where the agency is. He's doing great things. So that brings me to current day. I've been doing my own thing. Started ShirtNerdXL. I do a lot of coding. I do full stack applications for the web, JavaScript stack, Node.js type stuff, the full stack there, various flavors of stacks without getting too technical. I've been building WordPress sites though since 2012. That's my main thing I should have led with. I've built more WordPress themes than I can count, so I know my way around WordPress PHP inside and out. So that's been a core part of what I do for years, along with SEO. I've always put SEO first. I've always put SEO as the first thing that I am. George Featherstone, SEO, and then front-end developer or WordPress developer. So I've always kept my options open and my skill set kind of broad. Nowadays, though, things are changing with AI and ChatGPT and the power of agentic coding and things, and I have just been obsessed with the possibilities there since about March of this year. And I dove deep. I worked till midnight for many nights, for over a solid month, and built my own personal assistants. I was building features into to chat assistants that the main ones didn't have yet, like the ability to have longer context windows and to upload documents for persistent memory between conversations, things like this. I was using Google Drive to use as an external memory and all kinds of things like that. And as soon as I would come up with a feature, then the big guys would roll it out. So I was like, well, not that I was ever going to compete with, OpenAI or anything, but it was good to know that I was on the right track. But anyway, so now I'm trying to move into consulting and helping people stay safe online. And I also am rolling out privacy first. local air-gapped LLM systems for privacy-conscious consumers who want to have, who want to know that they can ask questions freely to AI models without having that information shared anywhere online at all. With any servers or anything outside their own building. So that's important to me as well, something that I'm rolling out right now too. So that's an introduction to me. I'm going to chop this up into multiple pieces and see how it all comes together. So that's an introduction to George Featherstone in 2025.